Hello everyone, welcome back to my maths video. So we were doing the chapter comparing quantities and we have done the exercise 8.1, and in the last video I have explained about the discounts, profit and loss, right? So I hope you have watched the video full and practiced the questions also. Now today in this video I am going to explain about the sale tax, value added tax and goods and services tax. So goods and services tax is also known as GST. Okay, nowadays GST you are hearing now and then. So what is tax? First of all, you have to know what is tax. Tax is what? Tax is a type of money. Okay, it is some amount of money which you have to pay to the government. Okay, you have to pay to the state government or central government. Like income tax, you have heard about the income tax. Income tax is what? Whatever income you are earning, you have to pay the tax, okay, on the basis of your earning. So you have to pay the money to the government. So when you are buying anything from the market, anything, whether it is small or big, anything, okay, so you have to pay the tax to the government. And if you are selling also anything, then also you have to pay money to the government. So all this money are known as tax. So what are called sales tax? So see here, sales tax is charged by the government on the sale of an item. Okay, so I told you that we have to pay tax whatever we are buying from a shop or anywhere. From anywhere, if you are buying anything, you have to pay tax. So we are not paying the tax directly to the government. Whom we are paying? We are paying the bill of an object, of an item. We are paying the bill to the shopkeeper. Shopkeeper is giving the tax to the government. So we are giving the tax to the government indirectly. So who collect the tax? Shopkeeper. See, this sales tax charged by the government on the sale of an item, it is collected by the shopkeeper from the customer. See, so shopkeeper is selling any item, we are buying the item, so we are giving the money, so bill money. So that bill money is not the original money of the object. Okay, that money is included, tax is included there. Suppose the cost of any object is 500 rupees, but we are paying tax in that 500 rupees. It is including tax. The original price of the object is not 500 rupees. Okay, it may be 400 or 300 rupees. So if it is if the original price of the object is 300 rupees, we are paying 200 rupees as tax, okay, to the government. So shopkeeper collect the tax from the customer and given to the government, okay, in this way. So this is therefore always a selling price of an item and is added to the value of the bill. So tax is always what? Tax is always added to the selling price of the item, then it will be the final bill. Understood? This is called sales tax. There is another type of tax which is introduced in the prices known as value added tax, or it is VAT. Okay, so this is also a type of tax. So the functioning of all the tax are same. So nowadays every tax has converted into GST. From July 2017, Government of India introduced GST, which stands for Goods and Services Tax, okay, which is levied on supply of goods and services on both. Goods means any item, any object. Okay, so these are some concepts about tax. But how can you calculate the tax? How can you calculate the original price of an object? See, example is given. By this example, you can understand finding sales tax. How can you find the sales tax? The cost of a pair of roller coaster skates at a shop was 450 rupees. See, this is the cost of roller skate. 450 is the cost of roller skate. The sale tax charged was 5%. So this is the original price of the roller skate, but extra 5% you have to give the tax. So what is the final total bill amount? You have to find out. So this tax will be added to 450, then it will be the final amount. But you cannot add 450 and 5%. You have to convert the 5% into rupees. So how to convert this? How to do this? So what you have to do? 5% is added to whom? 450. So you will write what? 5% of 450. First of all, you have to take out what is the tax amount. So how can you take out the tax amount? Like this, 5% of 450. So this is 5% of 450, that means 5 by 100 into 450. So after calculation, this is coming. So this is the tax amount. Okay, 22.50 is the tax amount. So this tax amount will be added to the final bill of this of this cost of this roller skate. See, bill amount is cost of the item plus sales tax. So cost of the item was 450 and the tax amount is 22.50. So 472.50 is the final bill, total bill. Understood? So in this way, the customers have to pay the bill, okay, including the tax. So you have to add the tax always. So in this way, you can find the sales tax. Understood? So now example number 9, value added tax. It is also same thing only. Wahida bought an air cooler for rupees 3,300 including a tax of 10%. Now see, here the cost of the air cooler is this much. So this 10% tax is already included here. That means already added here. Like this question, tax was not included. You have to add it later on. But here it is already 10% is already added here, already included in this 3,300. So now you have to find out what is the price of the air cooler before VAT was added. That means before this tax, that means excluding this tax, before this tax, what was the original price? What is the original price of the air cooler? You have to find out. That means you have to minus this 10% from this air cooler cost. But how to minus? You have to find out the tax amount. Then you have to minus the tax amount. So 10% of this much you have to find out. 10% of 3,300. Okay, 10% of 3,300 you have to find out. Then you have to minus it from the 3,300. Then you will get the original price of the air cooler. Understood now? This is the way. Now example number 8. Salim bought an article of 784 which includes GST of 12%. See, so this is this price is also including GST. That means tax is added here. 12% tax is already added. This is not the original price of the article. So what is the price of the article before GST was added? That means you have to find out the original price of the article. Here also same question like this. You have to find out 12% of 784. Then you will get the tax amount. Then you have to minus the tax amount with this 784. Then you will get the original price of the article. So this is the way of solving the tax questions. Understood? So now examples are finished. So I hope you have understood the examples. Now we'll go to the exercise 8.2. Okay. So exercise 8.2, question number 1. A man got 10% increase in his salary. So salary is increased by 10%. If his new salary is 1,54,000, find his original salary. Okay, you have to find the original salary of the person. The new salary is this much. So how much increased? So 10% is increased. So you have to assume let the original salary be X. So 10% is increased on the original salary. So let us do it. So here you can see let the original salary be X. So increase in salary is 10% and new salary is 1,54,000. So what is the equation then? So you have to understand clearly. First of all, you have to understand that the salary is increased on the original salary. So original salary was X. So 10% of X. First of all, you have to write 10% of X because salary was increased 10% of X. Okay, of X means the original salary plus X. Why plus X? Because the increased salary is added to the original salary. Then it will be the new salary equal to new salary. So in this way you have to form the equation. Okay. So again see 10% of X. 10% of X means the increased amount. So this much amount is increased on the original salary. Then you have to add with the original salary again. Then it will be the final new salary. In this you have to form the equation, and here you have to find the value of X because X is the original salary. So 10% of X means 10 by 100 into X plus X. So it is cut 0 cut X by 10 plus X. Now this LCM is taken. So X plus 10X. So it is 11X. 11X by 10. So 10 gone this side, so 11 divided by 154,000. So now X value is coming 1,40,000. So hence the original salary is 1,40,000. Now understood how to calculate the original salary in this way. Now let us see the question number 2. On Sunday 845 people went to the zoo. Okay. On Monday only 169 people went. Okay. What is the percentage decrease in the people visiting on the zoo on Monday? So you can see here on Sunday 845 people went and on Monday 169 people went. So there is a decrease in number of people. So how much decrease in number of people? So first of all you have to minus it. Then you have to find out what is the percentage decrease in the number of people on Monday. Then you have to find out the percentage. Very easy. Now let's see. So you can see the question number 2. You have to write like this. Number of people went to the zoo on Sunday is 845. Number of people went to the zoo on Monday 169. So how many decrease? Decrease in number of people on Monday is 845 minus 169, that is 676. So now percentage decrease you have to find out. So percentage decrease in the number of people on Monday will be, how can you find the percentage? So decrease number is 676, so you have to write in the numerator, and the total is always written in denominator. 676 divided by 845 into 100, because you have to convert in percentage, that's why you have to multiply by 100. So 845 and 20 is cut by 845 and 100 is cut by 5, so it is 20 and it is 169. Then again 676 by 169 into 20, so it is cut by 4. These two numbers are cut by 4, so 4 into 2 is 80%. Okay, 4 into 20 is 80%. So 80% decrease in on Monday. Understood? Now let us see the question number 3. A shopkeeper buys 80 articles for rupees 2400 and sells them for a profit of 16%. Okay, now find the selling price of one article. So here you can see 80 articles are given. For 80 articles the cost price is 2400 and the profit is 16%. So what will be the selling price? But selling price of one article you have to find out. So what you do? First of all, you have to find the profit, because profit percentage is given and the CP is given. So always remember, when these two things are given, so always find out the profit first of all. Okay, so first of all write all the given quantities. Number of articles 80, CP of 80 articles is 2400, profit is given 16%. You have to find out the SP, selling price. So profit percentage formula is profit by CP into 100, because whenever profit percentage is given and CP is given, you have to find out the profit first of all. From this formula we will find out the profit, then we can get the SP easily. Okay, so now you have to put the values of all the quantities. So now profit is 16%, SP is 2400. Now this 2 zeros and 2 zeros are cancelled. Now we'll cross multiply 16 into 24. So you can see here profit is coming 384. Okay, now we'll find out the value of SP by the formula profit equal to SP minus CP. So this is the formula, profit equal to SP minus CP. So from this formula we'll put the values here and we'll get the value of SP. So the values are 384 and 2400. So now SP is coming 2784. So SP is greater than our CP. So you have to check it like this. So if the SP is greater than CP, that means our answer is correct. Okay, so in case of profit, SP should be greater than CP. Now this is the SP of 80 articles, but in the question it is asked to find the SP of one article. So how to do this? So you have to find out the SP of 80 articles is 2784. Then SP of one article will be what? You have to divide it, simple. So 2784 divided by 80, so it is coming as 34.80. So this is the SP, this is the selling price of one article. Okay, so in this way you have to solve this question. Understood? So now question number 4. The cost of an article was 15,500. 450 rupees were spent on its repairs. So if it's sold on profit of 15%, find the selling price of the article. So this question number 4 is same like question number 3. Okay, so this will be the cost price, because this price and this repair price you have to add. This is the total cost price. Then by the same way you have to find out here SP. Very easy. Okay, so this is your homework. So students, I think you have understood this exercise 8.2. The remaining question we'll do in the next video. Okay, thank you.